Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Hope you're all well. It's another nice day over here, I have to say. Let me go to this camera. Who have we got in today so far? Wayne the Wood Turner, Roger Kent, Leroy, Wifey Woodshed. And that's all for now, I think. Maybe a few more joining me, but have a look at this piece of wood. So I'm just in the workshop, and I'm making Christmas ornaments again. I have a commission to do, and this is one of the trees for it. So I'm just giving us a quick buff up. If I can get the lathe to start. There we go. Glenn's in. Hi, Glenn. Paul Houghton. There is be a wood turner. So I've got nobody in today, guys. Basically, this because I normally do a lunchtime live on Thursday, I thought I'd pop in just to say hello and let you see what I'm at today. I'm going to be making some snowmen after this, but there's no actual live today. Or sorry, this lunchtime, because I'm going to do a live. I said in the thing that's going to be about my schedule. So my schedule's getting a bit hectic. I've got a few things, 3 irons in the fire that I need to look after. So I'm going to reduce my schedule somewhat. And because I'm a member of the 360 Wood Turning Club, I'm going to stop doing lives, not stop doing lives, but I'm going to alternate lives between Monday and Thursday. So the 360 Wood Turning Club meets every the first Monday of every month and then the third Monday of every month. So I won't be doing lives on those Monday nights, but the remainder of the Monday nights in the month I will be doing live. Usual time 8 o'clock. And now we're into winter. I kind of feel that I need to. Let me just say that. There we go. Now we're into winter. I think I need to save some daylight because we've got lots of work to do with the horses and other projects that are going on up at the yard. I'm going to have to stop doing lunchtime lives just because it takes too much time. Let's fix that camera. There you go. It just takes up a little bit too much time for me during the day when I've got daylight and then I can do stuff outside. So I'm going to concentrate on that for a while. So if anybody's got any, I'll be all the way through the winter. So no lunchtime lives, except the occasional pop-up if it's chucking down the rain or whatever. And the fact that Michelle works during the day, let's go back to this piece of wood again. Michelle works during the day as well, and some evenings. So I'd like to spend some time with her as well during the day. So that's the reason for that's the reasons for the change. So starting out tonight, I'm going to do a live tonight at 7 o'clock. I will be live on YouTube, and I'll show you the piece of wood in a minute or two that I'm going to be turning this evening. Just once I finish polishing this up. Let's turn the speed up on that, give it a good buff up. So this is a piece of holly that's on the lathe at the minute. And I've just turned that fancy Christmas tree out of it. There will be a video coming out of that shortly. So let me get this parted off of here quickly. And I'll show you the piece of wood that we're going to be turning this evening. Parting tool. Use a small parting tool. Whoops. That didn't help, did it? We may have to reduce the size of that somewhat. That'll do. There we go. Gotta use a bigger parting tool for this. I'm just trying to undercut that slightly, but not too much. And this is a wet piece of wood, so we'll just take our time. Well, it's been down for a while, but it's been lying outside, so it hasn't had a chance to dry out so much. That'll do. It's starting to wobble a bit there, so I'll just quit there and we'll saw the rest off. Little pull saw. Right, that gets that off the lathe. Go to there, you see that, hopefully. There you go. Nice little Christmas tree. Well, nice big Christmas tree. It's quite tall. It's probably the tallest Christmas tree I've made. It is exactly 12 inches tall, which is what the customer asked for. So we'll leave that to one side. And I need to prepare a few blanks for making snowmen. So I'll just do that while we're here. Oh, that's got a big split in it. A couple of bits of pine. We'll just stick them on the lathe and see how we go. So anybody get anything exciting happening today? Hi Tommy, Norman. How was everybody's experience at Harrogate if anybody went? Oh, so I've just seen Steve put a post in there. He says, don't forget guys, if you've got your pictures done for hashtag Christmas Ornament Week, get them into Steve at SK Crafts. SK Crafts at btinternet.com before Friday, so he can get them into the montage, and we'll get to see what everybody's doing. So normally I would draw lines on this to make sure that we can. Let's go overhead again. So we make sure we get this in the center. Oh, get it on the right way around. There we go. So we'll just quickly draw that on. I'm no earworms today. If anybody wants to pop in and be an earworm, just shout and I'll send you the link. Not that I'm intending to stay that long today. So quickly just pop that on there. That on there. This will just be a spindle roughing gouge job. Put my face shield on. Always wear your face shield when you're roughing out. And you're not happy with your... Should wear it all the time really, shouldn't you? So face shield on, and I'll use my bigger tool rest. Just to get this roughed down. Set that at its widest point. So the widest point should be here now. And that gives you an idea of where center is as well. Give it a spin, make sure it's not catching or anything, make sure everything's locked up. Rubber Sorbet spindle gauge, spindle roughing gauge even. You just have a look at that. Shouldn't be hitting anywhere. But it is somewhere. Just a tiny little fraction there. There we go, that's better. That's it. Turn the speed up. If you're roughing things out, you should rough from the centre out to the end. Be careful that you don't push too hard. So a lot of people when they're doing roughing down will be pushing the tool this way instead of rubbing the bevel, pick up the cut and just take your body from left to right. When you get to the end, you don't fall off then. If you're pushing the tool, you're liable to pop off the end. I'll show you that on the other side, just so you understand that. Not I'm trying to teach you guys how to suck eggs. There you go. Hi Paul, how you doing? It's on Brian's lathe. Yeah, it's a bit, Paul. Yeah, it's a little bit. So if I was to push that now, and you get to the end, you kind of fall off the end. Change hands. So using the Wood turner's dance, if you like. You tend not to fall off the end so much. And at the same time, you can use your thumb to push backwards. Who else is in there? Hi Robert, how you doing? Pretty close to round there now, I think. Close enough. Next steps to make a tent on. So I like to square the end off first. Make sure you don't bump into your step centre. 48mm tenon. Just check my calipers, make sure they're the right size. We're about to go yet. I'll do. That's one piece ready. We just do the same again. Oops. This one's got a bit of a split in it. If your timber's not perfectly square, you do it in all four corners, you'll get to a place where there's a space in the middle where it's a smaller square to look at. It's still easy to find the centre. So if any of you guys fancy your one for me, I'll pop the link in the chat. Let me see. Invite somebody. Copy. Paste. There you go. And he's want to pop in and you know, just click on that link. You can get as many as 5 people in if you want. We'll be here for another half an hour or so, another hour or so, if you want. There's a rather large split in this bit, so we may get a bit flying off of this, but we'll see. Click the button. There you go. Quite happy for any of you that want to pop in, just to pop in there. As I say, I can take up to, we can get another 5 people in here if you want. Advance that tool rest a little bit. Not worried what the finish is like off of this tool. Just turn the speed up. Should be close enough. We'll just do the same thing, make it 10 on this end. Start by squaring up a little bit. Should do. It's not quite round, but it'll be fine. So I'll get rid of that split though. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's just drop that out of here. I intend to make snowmen. I've got snowmen to make. That's what I'm making now. The issue being that the person wants them with hats that go to one side. So we won't be making the hats just for now. Hi, Jennifer. There's my friend Joe. Hello, Joe. How you doing, kid?
Good afternoon. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Put you back in the background there.
Thank you very much.
You want to canter through that list and tell me who's in it?
Ah, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Let me just grab my phone a minute. Oh, let me find my phone a minute.
Yeah, take your time.
Where's me?
It's not really.
I'm glad you just said that.
I'm in no rush.
Well, that's just as well. I might be sat on my phone, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no, tragedy. Poor phone.
Tragedy. Tragedy. That's really strange because I had my phone a minute ago.
So just use a spindle gauge. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh no, hang on a minute. Just bear with me a minute. Chat. We'll do it off the phone.
So basically, when I was growing up, you made a snowman. You just made one large snowball and one not so large snowball on it for the head. Stuck one on top of the other, and then you dressed it with whatever you could find. I don't ever remember putting a top hat on a snowman ever in my in my life. But, it seems to be the in thing. Snowmen get top hats. Well, let me just try and reduce this. So I'll be making different hats for these. So basically, all I'm trying to do is make spheres, little spheres that sit on top of one another. What have we done to Joe? Has Joe fallen out? She has. Joe's went into the background again for some reason. Yeah, I've seen a whole lot of pictures recently of snowmen with that have sort of three snowballs, if you like. It's not something I ever seen growing up in Scotland. So I'm just trying to make this head a little bit smaller. Joe's back again. Hello again, Joe.
Oh, hello, funny.
Did you get lost?
Yeah, don't ask. Just don't ask. Anyway. Oh, flipping it. Let me turn my phone down. It's all going wrong on me today. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Brian's Pop-Up Live. And in the chat, starting on my iPhone, I've got to say, is Norman Greenwell, We've got Steve from SK Crafts, Jennifer Craft and Creations, Leroy 500, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Paul Kavanagh. We have Michael McEwen, Wivey Woodshed, Paul Finley.
Hi, Paul.
We've got Woodwork Learner, Stephen Gordon, Paul Hoyton. We've got the Yorkshire Gate. Terry Bartlett. Let's have a look here. I think everyone said hello, Joe, and then said goodbye, Joe. Tommy's Workshop. Amy D'Angelis.
Hey, Amy.
Amy.
You can join in too, Amy, if you want. You know.
That's who we've got at the moment on my list. I know people will have gone before before I came online, but there we go. I did my job, and you've not even quite finished the snowman. There you go. You see, things are improving.
What things are improving?
I'm a bit faster.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah, thanks.
You're a star.
I know. I shine so brightly. This is my ideal opportunity to take some self-praise.
Quite right. Give me plenty.
And I can sing as well without any other earworm saying, no, don't do it.
This is true. Unless, of course, anybody else comes in.
Well, I'm maybe tempting fate a little bit there. Amy's not very well, actually. She's
not? Oh, poor Amy.
No, she's worse than before, she said. And she's
Well, I hope
having
you feel
another
better
round of,
soon, Amy.
yeah, another round of steroids. Now, I've noticed you doing the snowman with 2 balls, which is how I would roll a snowman. Do you ever do a snowman with 3 balls?
No, don't like them.
No, there's something about them, isn't there?
They're just not right for some reason. I think it's a North American thing, I think.
Well, Hospod did say 2-ball snowmen are just from the lazy kids that get bored.
Look, Amy's joined us anyway. Hi, Amy.
Oh, good on you, Amy.
Hi.
Hey,
Now
And
then,
I
Amy.
won't tell you not to sing, Joe. I will encourage you to sing, Joe.
There we go.
So we need a bit more. You take a bit more off of this.
I've got to keep the practice going because I definitely need it.
Well, some would say, yeah.
I think you were supposed to say that.
I think Terry would say.
Thank you, everybody, for your best wishes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good, is it?
No, sadly, this chest infection has kicked in and decided to come back with a vengeance, unfortunately. And now the girls are sick, so...
Oh, no.
Oh, heck.
Steve from SK's got to get back to work.
Bye, Steve.
Says, don't forget to smash the thumbs up and that Martin Sabian Smith on tomorrow night as guest earworm.
He is indeed.
Oh, that'll be a cracking night.
I wasn't going to forget, Steve. I'll soon tell everybody. So
one of these days I'm going to have to set my alarm for stupid o'clock and join in.
So that'd be good. When you're feeling better.
How are you feeling, Joe?
Crummy.
I
thought I was starting to turn a corner, but I actually don't think I am. So today's a bad day.
So when I make these snowmen, I always decorate them with a scarf.
Why?
So I'll leave a little bit of a neck. Now, I know that in snowman building terms, you just plonk a big bit of snow straight on top of that. Or you would fill the neck out a bit with snow. But I use a scarf, so.
I like scarves on snowmen.
Yeah, it does finish them off, doesn't it?
So let's get rid of that. So you can keep it on the lathe.
Podgy says you could leave that crack and make another snowman and make him carry a samurai sword.
God,
Well, you could do that.
the imagination there.
Not very. It's not very Christmassy, though, is it?
True.
Maybe not.
I'm just getting
And
rid of
Miss Dodds is
this
in.
nub at the end.
this Dodds. Hi,
He is.
Dodsy.
Good day, fellow woodfolk. This was a surprise. A nice surprise, maybe.
It's a surprise for me too. I wasn't going to come on today at lunchtime. But what I'm going to do is I'll be back at 7 o'clock tonight, and I'll show you in a minute, just in 2 seconds, what I'm going to make tonight.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, it's not that exciting.
Oh.
Do you know, sometimes.
Right, that's a snowman shape. This is what I'm going to make tonight. So at 7 o'clock this evening, I'll be back live on YouTube, and I'll be turning this. It's tiger wood, supplied to me by my good friend at Shay at BB Turning,
Oh.
who's
Nice one.
actually not very well at the minute. He's last time I heard he was in hospital having his lung
Oh.
reinflated. He has a
That's not
problem
good.
with his lungs, and sometimes his lung just collapses. So
Just because, you know, that's fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Not? Oh.
just give that a bit of a sand. I'm not going to do too much to it today. Strike the
Dodsy
ram.
says, I'm from Queensland. What's a snowman?
True.
Well, it's been
Yeah.
unusually warm this year, but they're saying it's going to change. Now, whether it's going to be cold and wet or just cold's another matter over the next few days. So, back in the day, when I was a teenager, which is a couple of years ago, I've got to
Which
say.
was only yesterday.
I
He
can
lies
remember
to
going
himself.
to college and it was crispy frost on the morning on the footpaths and what have you. And you just don't see it very often anymore.
Not so much now, no.
No,
Is it more sludgy, is it?
But, well,
no, not at all. It's
we don't
wet.
really
Oh.
get as much frost anymore.
No, we
Oh.
don't. No, obviously the temperature's warming up. So,
But then, as
Crazy,
soon as
isn't
there
it?
is a frost, the council are out with the gritting machines and everything's gritted up. So
yeah, they are good like that. I want to make stuff soon. It's
Hi, Aston.
Aston.
Hi, Aston.
So I'm just going quickly through 4 grits here. That was 80 grit. This is 120.
Ooh.
I know Canada's already started to have snow.
Yep, Lewis sent me a video yesterday. Lewis, the Klondike's girlfriend, he sent a video yesterday
Yeah.
of the first snowfall. So
Wow.
Yeah.
they've got their snow already. They're on roughly the same latitude as the UK, or Lewis is.
Right.
But he doesn't benefit from the Gulf Stream. That's what keeps our weather temperate, is the Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
80, 120, 180, 240. So the whole reason for coming on at lunchtime today is because I knew people would be expecting me to come on at lunchtime. Was to explain that I'm changing my schedule somewhat because it's winter time, and I need the daylight to be doing my horses and some other projects that have come up due to being at Harrogate.
Mm-hmm.
More details on that later.
Ooh.
So I need a bit more time during the day for my horses and for some projects during the day. So I intend to do lives now on Mondays at 8 o'clock. But that won't be every Monday. That will be the Mondays that I'm not involved in the Wood Turning 360 Club.
Okay.
So the Wood Turning 360 Club do their meetings the first Monday in the month, and then the third Monday in the month, normally. So
Right.
I will, on the days that they're not on, I will be on Monday nights at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
On the days that I'm not involved in that, on the days that I am involved in that, should I say, so the first Monday, the first week of the month, and the third week of the month, I'll be doing Thursday at 7 o'clock. So no daytime, but I'll still be doing 2 lives a week, hopefully.
Great.
Mondays and Thursdays, but both evenings. It's not bad. It's kind of got rid of most of that. There's a little bit down here still. Little bit of tear out at the bottom there. It's hard to get tear out on this soft pine. This is construction timber. It's quite hard to get rid of the tear out completely. And I don't really want to use the skew. I might on the next one.
Now, when you say it's construction timber, you're telling me it's pine.
That's correct, yes.
You made it sound posh then.
Well, posh, yeah. I suppose it is a little posher than it actually is, yeah.
Pine.
I did, sorry.
Oh, you sold it well. Now, Robert said, Joe's not a teenager. That YG must keep the face so smooth and scratch free.
Talking about YG. Guess what's coming next?
Go, Joe.
Well, not yet. Hold on, Joe. Don't calm yourself.
That was
Good
Amy.
news.
I get quiet then.
Yeah, no. But so this is a little bit of acrylic sanding sealer, or sorry, cellulose sanding sealer from Chestnut Products. I'll give it a quick spray with that. That'll do. And we'll just let that dry for a minute. So the air coming through the extractor over the top of the piece will help to dry that. We'll turn the speed down and just let it run for a second or two. And whilst we're doing that, I'll have a cup of tea. And I can lose the face shield now. So normally I just use my face shield for roughing out and if there's any sort of gnarly bits. Other than that, for demonstrations, I use my face shield. Or my, not face shield, these things. Safety goggles. Not face shields at all. Don't know what I'm talking about. And whilst that's drying, I can have a nice cup of tea. Lovely.
That looks dark.
It is a bit, it's a bit strong this time.
Well brewed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not. Robert says, I've not made many snowmen, but I'm not sure if I can see much profit. It does take a bit of time to decorate them, but I only ever make them for commission. I don't do production turning at all. So these will be made, these are getting made for a commission. Gerald wants 4 a snowman family, so
No.
Excellent. Oh.
so there'll be
Yeah.
a snowman with 2, a snowman, a snow woman, and 2 children, if you like.
Cute.
And these are the children.
Are they?
Yep, these are going to be the children. The actual snowmen will be about this size.
Blooming heck.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I don't do them for commissions, guys, because I don't do them just to sell, because you can't get enough profit out of it to cover the cost of the wood and the electricity, and that's it. It's good. So that's dry now.
It's a good way of practicing beads and curves, I suppose.
It is, and I really should be using my skew for it, but check in. Right, what have I done with?
I can't do the noise for a chicken, so you've got off there.
This is what Joe's been waiting for.
I'm excited.
I know that there's a whole bit of a drama, particularly in the UK, about Yorkshire grit at the minute. Don't panic, folks. It's on its way. Don't panic. I know Glenn sold it, but I was sponsored by Glenn as a sponsored turner, and I'm still sponsored by Easy Wood Tools. So
Oh, that's good that they've taken the sponsorship over as well. That's good.
They've taken, well, I don't know if they've taken it on everybody, but certainly Doug, who owns Easy Wood Tools, has spoken to me and said that he's quite happy to continue to support us.
I know, brilliant.
Support me anyway, so that's good. And the new pricing and everything for Yorkshire Grit, which will be a little bit more expensive than it was before, but it won't be overly expensive for what it is.
Hands of your pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Oh, excellent. And no
Robert,
dogs howling in the background or anything.
No, not today, but I'm sure maybe later. Robert's saying, do you turn a carrot nose and eyes?
I certainly do.
Yeah, you do the
Oh, I certainly do.
Oh, fun.
Let me see. Have I got any to hand? Oh, no, I haven't got any.
And Brian, Callum T is saying, after meeting you at the Axminster stand, are you going to be the new official tester for the Axminster SK Chuck range?
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
And Benjamin's in.
Hi, Ben.
How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it was nice to meet you, Callum. Lovely. So we'll just continue with this.
And the woodwork learner saying, even penguins are running away now, Joe. No,
Oh,
you've just got to be
Andy.
concerned about yourself, Andy. Watch yourself.
Yeah,
We're
watch
not
yourself
that far
there,
away
Andy.
from one another, you know.
Just calm yourself there, big lad.
I must admit, I really do like the shape of that snowman.
I like it too.
Yeah,
Well, you see, I'll
reminds me
get
of
a little.
myself a little bit, really.
I haven't made a hat, so I can't
Round and
even
beautiful.
show you. So the hat will be offset.
Cute.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of.
Are you going to use the same kind of wood or something
Don't know. Well, I
darker,
probably
maybe?
will because what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour the hats.
Okay, I was going to say a darker wood or colouring or.
Yeah, I'll just colour them with something.
I've got to say, Glyn made me a beautiful snowman. It's in my Christmas decoration box. I must get it out.
Yeah, Christmas decorations go up my house this weekend.
Oh, nice. And Andy's
We're just
saying,
trying to
yeah,
speed up a little bit now.
Andy says, yeah, miss meeting you again at Harrogate, Joe. Sad face. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it was a bit sad that.
I just wasn't able to. I just wasn't able to make it. I was hoping to. Even on Friday, I was thinking maybe, but now I just couldn't go. But
Can I do a JP and say hearts in the chat for Joe?
Hearts in the chat.
Oh. Trying to speed up, give us a bit of a buff. But the snowman's going to remain white-ish.
To say it's only pine. Sorry. Whatever timber.
Pine.
Construction.
Construction timber. It looks quite nice, actually. It's come up quite nice.
They do turn out nice. Oops. And a little bit of Hampshire sheen in my usual finish. This is my favourite finish.
Yeah.
Hampshire sheen high gloss wax. So we'll get a little rub of that.
And you use it all the time, Brian, and just look how much you've still got left in the can.
I know. It lasts forever. You don't use very much of it at all. So although that's got a split in it, we'll just make that the back. And we'll put the face on the front end. And the buttons. So I usually turn the little buttons as well. Because I'm not in a hurry to turn these and it's not a production job, I can take my time. Yeah. What I normally try and do is if you get a little bit of, I haven't got any, there's nothing there this time. So what I'll do is I'll maybe use this, kind of simulate a bit of a hairline if you like, put the eyes down here.
Oh yeah.
Right, a couple of little dots for the mouth, and then three little buttons, which we'll have to turn.
All good fun.
More speed. The idea with Hampshire sheen is more speed, less pressure.
I suppose you can get, I don't know,
You can get as creative or as plain as you feel like with snowman.
Hodgie said you can. The crack can be hidden by the pea coat you can sew for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Mind you can't beat them when they're decorated up properly with the
They
wraps
look
on them.
nice. Yeah. I'd just use a bit of Christmas ribbon or something for the scarf.
Yeah.
And if you make the hats, you can. The gentleman gets a kind of black hat, I suppose. The lady snowman, if you want to call it that, could have a. You could have a red hat or something, just different colour. Just there you go. One little snowman, just like that.
Now, Paul Hoyton is asking, Brian, could you use clothes for buttons? It would give them a Christmas smell.
You could
Also.
indeed. That's actually not a bad idea. So I'm just going to
Good
cut this off
thinking, Paul.
slightly below the or slightly above where I've started it, so as it actually sits down. You could, if you wanted to, of course, leave them on a little stand, but I don't see the need. But make sure you undercut it slightly so as it sits on the edge, just the same as anything else when you're turning. If you want it to stand flat, it's best if it has a little undercut. And I've lost my little saw. What have I done with my saw? Joe, what did I do with my saw?
You put it down.
Over there.
Found it. Thanks, Amy. Just when I looked over there, that's where it was, over there. Perfect. We're quick today. So,
Hey.
one tiny little snowman.
Oh, beautiful.
That could be a little.
That's that.
Kind of has the shape of a little girl. That actually, I'm gonna make that the female snowman.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. So one more. Let's do another one quickly.
It looks like a little girl. Now,
Yeah.
Andy the woodwork learner says, label it, Brian.
Label it.
Well, you know.
I watched a whole lot of rubbish yesterday on TikTok and Facebook what do you call them things now? They call it real Facebook Reels or something.
Reels, yep.
Yeah, Reels. I don't know how they all managed to get into my newsfeed, but it was all about they, them, and all that kind of he, she thing.
Right.
People being stupid, really, at the end of the day. Right, spindle gauge again. Let's do the same thing. We'll just go a little bit quicker this time. Down about there. Somewhere about there.
I suppose you could turn it with a hat on, couldn't you?
You can turn them with a hat on if you want the hat directly on top of the head. And what I've seen a whole lot of people trying to do is to get the hat to actually sit on the head.
Right.
Never in the history of snowman making has a hat fitted the head of a snowman. Never. They're always either far too big or far too small.
Well, that's fair enough.
So I've just changed left to left-handed there because it's a bit easier to get that curve all the way around there. Trying to make it the right shape.
Robert says those Facebook reels are really, really annoying me. Somehow Injustice gets loads of women scantily dressed. No idea what Harry's been looking at.
Yeah, I've no idea why I keep looking at them. That's strange, that, eh?
Cheeky Harry.
Yeah. There's more to the beaver than meets the eye.
I'm glad you said that, Joe, not me.
Oh dear.
I'm just trying to remove a bit of bulk here because the head's too big. There we go. That's a better size now, I think. Bring that right to there. Change hands again. Go round there.
Jim Matthews just arrived.
Hi,
Afternoon,
Jim. How you doing?
Oh.
So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, you might miss out on the new dates as they come up. But if you are subscribed, you'll get the notification, so you should be able to still find me okay. Just bring that round a bit. It's good practice when you first start turning to make sure that you stop the lathe before adjusting your tool rest. But once you get a bit more confident about the whole thing, the rules are there as a guideline in the beginning to help to keep you safe. So if you feel you're safe enough, let's just take that away now.
Oh, just like that.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen. You were pleased to hear that was supposed to happen.
It looks like an angel with a little halo on it before it popped off.
Oh, that's a good idea, Amy, actually.
Angel.
So we'll say that's the middle there somewhere. It's about the middle there. So we want to work backwards towards the middle. So there. Another little cut.
It's a nice little tool that you're using.
Yeah, this is a 3/8 spindle gauge. The thing about construction timber or pine, it blunts your tool really quick. So you should be prepared to sharpen quite often. So that was about the middle there, so we'll go here. Yeah, a little bit further down there. So when I'm removing waste material, I just get at it. Just you don't have to get after it really. You can't just get rid of it. It's when you start to do refining cuts that you want to take your time. So from there, just rub the bevel, or glide the bevel is a better expression. And I'll show you the difference now.
Wood turning with Barry's in. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry. So the term rubbing the bevel. So when you first start learning to wood turn, it's anchor the tool, rub the bevel, lift the handle to pick up the cut. That's the ABC. A, anchor, B, bevel, C, cut. But people get into this thing of rubbing the bevel. So I'm going to show you what happens when you rub the bevel. You just watch here for the shine to appear. So if I anchor the tool and rub the bevel and rub it hard and then start to move the tool, you'll see that's a burnishing line starting to appear there. Now, that's probably okay on this. You see how that's kind of shiny there?
Yeah.
Right.
That's probably okay on this kind of timber. But if you tried that on some other timbers like oak and that fancy tiger wood thing, I'm just going to show you that. If you tried it on that, you'll actually cause a bit of bruising in the wood, and it doesn't look good. And it's quite hard to sand out because you're compressing the fibers. So what you really want to do is just rub the bevel there and just float the bevel on it. Lift it to the cup, and then just float the bevel across the surface of the wood, so you're not causing it to burnish.
Ben says with pine you can't really take big waste cuts as the tear out will go too deep as well.
Well, that's true as well. But I mean, if you're getting rid of a great big bit there, like that, go ahead, tear away. But then once you get to where you need to be, just take some nice light cuts, just like that.
Yeah.
And that'll
Gary-
get rid of the tear out. Or it
Gary
should help to get
glasses
rid
in.
of the tear out.
Good
Got a
afternoon, Gary.
bit there on the rim where there's nothing. It's better.
Alright, Gary lad.
Let's change hands and go this way.
Excuse me.
He's saying hi, Brian and everyone. Another wee bonus pop-up there.
Yeah, just a little bonus one, right? Just about I want to make sure everybody knew that I was changing my days and times. I was normally supposed to be on the Thursday lunchtime, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing Thursday at 8 o'clock. Right, I'm
7.
gonna push my luck here.
7.
Sorry, 7 o'clock. Sorry, Joe. Oh, well spotted, Joe. Just make sure you were still awake, Joe. So I'm going to try using my skew here. Just a little run with the skew, just run it over the edge. And see can we get a half decent finish there. The thing about using the skew is you need to advance the skew all the time. It needs to be going forward all the time. Roll it over and then in there. See what that did.
It still amazes me how something flat can make something round.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Just need to change that over to that side.
You're all so talented.
I'll anchor the bevel, anchor the tool, rub the bevel, pick up the cut. Whoops, fell off the cut. So I'm cutting in the bottom third. I just, oh, there, that's what goes wrong. That's what happens when it goes wrong. Being too tentative, so I'll just try and fix that now. Don't be afraid of it, Brian. Just get on with it. There we go. Let's see how much of a let's see how much of a mess I made of that. There you
Robert
go.
says it.
Look at that lovely spiral right down there.
Oh dear.
Beaut.
He says it's a good thing these kids in this snowman family don't have to be identical or conjoined twins.
Yeah, it is now anyway. I was just trying to match the split on the other one. Yeah, that's my excuse that I'm sticking to it. So I'll get a great big chunk out of that. I'm gonna go back to the spindle gauge just for a minute. Just to fix that. Drop the tool rest.
We have to make his head smaller.
Oh well, yeah, I have to make head smaller, yeah. But I'll just fix this first. It's so much easier with the spindle gauge, and that's why some people are afraid of the skew. They don't practice enough. As obviously I didn't do today. Now let's leave that like that and make this head
Gary
smaller.
says, tell him it's a scar for an appendix op.
Yes, scar from my pen. So just make that head a bit smaller. Just take quite a big chunk off of there. There we go. And make a new round on there.
Ben says the trick to using a skew is not to get a catch.
What was that? Not to get a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
dear.
that's the idea. Let's try not to get a catch. But sure, if you get a catch, don't worry about it,
Eh.
guys. Just keep going.
Yep.
The issue is that I should have taken more time and practiced with the skew before I came on here, but I didn't. But that doesn't matter. I should have had Terry here. He would have kept me right. There we go. It's a nice little shape now. Just round this off a bit more at the bottom. That's coming off anyway, and a little bit more around there. Perfect. Little neck that I usually use. I usually leave, should I say. There we go. Now we'll quickly sand that one up. Put the
Now,
extractor on again. Always good.
ooh, you got to grit a second time. I've just realised.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're in for a treat, Pete.
you will indeed. What I'll do is I'll bring you guys. I'll show you these later when I'm finished. I'll finish them this afternoon.
Gary's saying the trick to using a skew is to use a gouge instead.
Yeah. If you're using a half-inch skew or a 1-inch skew, try a 3/8 spindle gouge instead.
Wood turning with Barry says I find the skew wonderful for opening tins.
Well, it is. It's good for that too, but it seems like a whole lot of money to waste on a tool when all it needs is practice.
You guys are funny.
I was watching Terry the other day, and he was using a Russian lathe knife, which is ground to 7 degrees.
Wow.
On either side, so 14 degree included angle. So that is it's a little bit vicious for me, but Terry seemed to use it okay.
Wow.
He liked it. But then Terry has almost 40 years of experience.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
A bit like our Robo, I suppose, eh?
Exactly.
Loads and loads of experience, you know. So
do it with their eyes closed, one arm tied behind their back.
yeah, and doing it every day too, you know.
Aye. Ben says, for me, the skew is like learning a second language. If you don't use it enough, you lose your skills and have to order takeaways in English.
That's absolutely correct, Ben. I agree.
Too right.
There we
Barry
go.
swears he does use his, really. And Hodgie says a good way to get extra practice with the skew is when you've got to peel carrots or potatoes, just throw them on the lathe.
Now, there's a thought. A bit messy though, Robert. I would have said.
Oh.
Let's have a look at that, see what that looks like. Yeah, still got a bit of tear out down the bottom of that. But that's fixable.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I swear I don't have any lungs left to hawk up, but apparently I do. Robbo's doing really good, Michael.
Oh, that's good.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on YouTube or anything.
No, I'll have to, once I'm better, I'll have to pop over. As I said, he's only about 25, 30 minutes down the road from me, so.
Oh, that's not far at all.
No.
In Australian terms.
No,
just around the corner.
Pretty much.
All day.
And
Right.
down the road could be, 20 minutes or 4 hours, yeah.
Could be. Give that a quick squirt of sanding sealer. And this one's got a nice prominent place where the nose could go.
Yeah.
Or we'll put the face in that little loop there. We'll see. Right, give that a minute to dry. Turn the lathe on nice and slow, so it's not flying all over the place. Another quick drink of tea. So,
Do you guys have places where you can get the recycled pallets to use?
yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah. Bet they charge heaps for them though.
Mm-mm. No, you can still pick
Not
up.
bad.
You can still pick up white pallets. So
Okay.
one way pallets. The pallets that come coloured, the blue ones and the red ones,
Aye.
they actually belong to a company,
Y-
and they're
is-
only rented. So they're actually
That's right.
reusable pallets. The white ones you get are one-way pallets, so they just get made, sent wherever they're going, and then destroyed.
Yep.
So this one-way pallet should be relatively cheap or free, mostly. Certainly out in this country, anyway.
Right. Yeah.
But I was lucky that I found a company who made aircraft parts, who brought great big lumps of aluminium across from America,
Mm.
and on 10-foot by 4-foot pallets. So I got great
Wow.
big long bits of wood. I actually built my stables and my field shelter out of that.
Oh wow.
So that was just have to wait for this to dry. Don't think you can hurry it up either. Give it a little buff off there. Some shavings just to de-nib it a bit. Should be fine. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll do. Let's go with some Yorkshire grit again.
Oh.
Apply it to the piece stationary without the lathe spinning. That is not quite stationary. But turn the lathe on about 400 to 500 revs. That's somewhere about there. That'll do. And just work that in. Go for it, Joe.
Hands I feel pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Should have got Amy to sing that time, shouldn't I?
Bravo, bravo.
Should.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
no. Don't be shy, Amy. Thanks, Michael. Nice recovery, too. Or this could be,
Indeed.
or this could be a snow woman with a Cindy Crawford type mo. Cindy Crawford type mo, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about Barry says he doesn't like the skew, but he's got 3 of them. Hmm.
On your Barry.
Yeah, I've
If you
got
thought,
I've got 3 actually, yeah, as well, Barry.
There's no reason not to practice, Barry. Do it. You can do it.
it's easy for us to say though, isn't it?
True.
Yep,
Very, very true.
it's much easier to use a spindle gouge, but I'll have to get my bead and cove sticks out again and practice with my skew more. Because Ben's right, you do get out of the habit of using it. So
Yeah. I think that's like with anything.
it is, aye.
Mm.
Bit like riding a bike though. Once you never once you know how to use it, you never really forget. You just get rusty, get a
Mm.
bit wobbly, maybe. No expense spared.
Andy the woodwork learner. Joe, how's the Christmas song coming along? Have I missed something?
How is everybody doing? What is everybody doing for Christmas? Yes,
Oh.
Gary, you can unmute now. Yeah. Cheeky Brit. Don't know how he's going to hear that. Like, what am I?
True. Somebody type to him. What are we doing for Christmas?
What are
Well,
we doing for Christmas?
hmm,
It's creeping up, isn't it?
That's if everybody follows the Christian religion. That's of course.
true.
Some people may not. I
Very
just
true.
like Christmas. I just like the time of year because I like the decorations and stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
know,
like that. I
it's
like the
fun.
lights.
Yeah, Christmas used to be a pagan festival that was
Didn't
hijacked by
everything used to be
Christianity.
pagan festivals?
Yeah, but it was hijacked by the Christians for some reason.
Good on.
But it was a festival designed to help lighten the dark days of winter. So that's why, hence the decorations. That's what they're for. That was the reason for it. So Hampshire Sheena played. Turn the speed up.
Wesley Hannah's in. Hi, Wesley.
That's
And
about
Gary, can I
1100.
come as well?
Afternoon, Wesley.
Gary Glasser said he knows what he's doing and it involves several bottles of whiskey.
Not several, Gary. Can't believe that.
Cool. No, Andy, I am not releasing an album for Christmas, and it does not include the great song.
And it won't. Even if I did. Right. So there's two little snow persons made.
Brilliant.
It's 2:05. Well, that's the body's made. So what you've seen now is two naked snowmen being made. When you come back this evening, if you come back this evening, I'll show you the finished articles.
Fabulous.
Well, 3 days before Christmas is my birthday, so we've got to get through that. And then I'm having, well, the weekend before, we're having lunch at the local pub bistro club thingy, because it's my 40th.
Ooh,
so I'm having everybody
we're having a party.
come. So my dad, my mum, they're divorced. So yeah, my mum and dad, my now ex stepmom, my half brother,
Everybody's coming.
my two aunties, my twin cousins who have just turned 22 today. Yeah, feels like yesterday they were born.
I had a funny thing happen to me this morning. I got a message on Messenger from a lady who said that she was my cousin.
What?
And I have never heard of her.
Wow.
But she is my cousin.
Wow.
So
wow.
That was a bit of a shock, I have to say.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So I'm going to try to process all that at the minute and see where we are with that. So I'm just going to sand the bottom of these so they're kind of partly finished.
Klingsbar Rob's in.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Did you get pop along?
You see, Amy, you were talking about your 40th birthday. I'm old enough to be your mother.
No. Oh, Carl Kennedy, go on you, Ben. Actually, he used to live across the road. The actor who played Carl Kennedy used to live across the road from my other nan, so my dad's mum. He was actually quite nice.
I looked at that comment and thought, who's Carol Kennedy?
I was from Neighbours.
Carl Kennedy is Neighbours, yeah.
Oh, he's from Neighbours. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I was a Neighbours person rather than a home and away person.
Not me.
Oh, they stopped doing it now at in England. I don't
I
know. It's
have.
finished.
They couldn't find anybody to take it over. And happy birthday for yesterday, Michael.
Michael's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Michael.
Yeah. Happy birthday for yesterday, Michael. All right.
So now we have now I have
Oh,
to turn a couple of noses and stuff. So if you want to hang about there for a while, if you're all happy to stay there,
yeah.
Why not?
Here
if
I
you have
am
to,
saying yes. It's 10 past 1 in the morning for me, but I
that's
don't
what I
care.
was thinking. It has to be early for you,
Oh,
kid.
there we go. Gary Glasses just said they've signed a contract with Amazon to pick it up.
Oh
I have
wow.
not.
Ooh,
Oh
there you
God.
go.
Neighbours on Amazon.
Oh,
So just pop that chuck off first.
it went downhill a lot. It changed from, well, still a free to air channel, but like a sister channel to the
Okay.
original channel that had it. So everybody went, yeah. So we all kind of went, well, yeah, maybe it is time. But if they've been able to pick it up again, okay, maybe it'll have a rebirth.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Well, I just need to nip over to the bandsaw and get a bit of something to make noses with. What am I going to use?
Wood.
Wood, yeah. Well, that's always a good thing. Yeah, wood's usually better than. Oh, that's a nice piece of oak, that'll do.
Glen Teagle's in. Good afternoon, Glen.
Ben's got to go. Bye, Ben.
Bye,
Ben.
Ben. Talk to you later, mate.
Bye, Glenn.
Don't need a very big piece. Let's go with 20 mil. That'll be fine.
Oh. Whew.
Keep your fingers out of the bandsaw. It's always a good plan.
There.
Certainly is.
There we go. Just happen to have a little bit of oak lying about, so we'll use this. I think
Cute.
this chuck might not do actually. I'll do that chucky. There it is. My son just came in there and went straight back out again. Yeah, I thought so. Too big. Too big. But we're grand. We'll just cut it in smaller pieces. Fine. Right, so we'll just stick that in there. Tighten that up. Pop the tailstock on it just for a second. Just to hold it there. Turn that on.
So, what's the digital reader on the tailstock
This
for?
here, it
Yeah.
tells you the depth that you're going. If you're drilling into something, it tells you the depth that you're going in.
Ah,
So
clever.
So if I just stop that for a second. So imagine this is the end of a bowl or the end of a goblet or something. If I switch that on, it comes on and you can zero it. So from where it is now, I can move
Yep.
it in, and that's in millimeters. Oh, sorry, that's in inches. Let's change that to millimeters. So there's 7, 8. So there's 10 millimeters in.
All right.
See? So that was moved 10 mil. So I want to go in 20 mil. You can just wind it on quickly, and then come up to 20 mil.
Oh, that's clever.
So you don't really have to measure it. So that's what it's for. That's the idea.
Technology.
Stick that back on there. Now, I could use a spindle roughing gauge on this, but it's a bit big. So I'll just keep using my. Anyway, I'll use a little spindle gauge. just quickly, and just bring that down to round.
Andy says, if anyone can be bothered, I have a small video of my men's shed receiving the cling spore sandpaper I won on my channel.
Oh, brilliant.
That's good. We'll have a look at that after. I'll get rid of that. Bring that in there. Lift it up a tiny bit. Right. Now we just want a very simple nose. And I use a 3mm drill bit to make the holes for the nose.
Cute.
Just like that. Now if you want to get a correct angle, just adjust your tool rest like that. And then you can just run along the tool rest and that will give you the correct angle you want.
Okay.
Clever.
Little pointy nose.
Hmm.
A little more pointy, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then
Aren't
we can
you
use.
lucky, Wesley? Wesley says he's feels like a kid at Christmas. His laser engraver arrives today, but it'll be at work when it arrives, so he has to wait until he gets home to have a play with it.
I'm just bringing the shaft of the nose down, so I don't want too big a nose, they're only wee small. So there you go. And then we'll use a too big. We'll just use the other parting tool. When I can lay my fingers on it. There it is. We'll use this to cut a little shoulder here. And then I have a little 3mm spanner. 6mm. It's too big. 3mm spanner has disappeared.
It wasn't me. I didn't take it.
That was Amy. That's Amy's fault. But we'll just measure it with our calipers. So set the calipers to 3mm. Try that. We're not quite there yet. Take a little bit more off it. We're almost there. So I just made a little groove in it with that, with the calipers there, and I can see where 3mm is now, which is just there. Bit of 240 sandpaper just to rub that edge. Bring the nose flat. And the easiest way to make it orange is for a carrot is to use some. Where is it? Aha!
If you made it green, you could almost be a mini tree to go with the other trees that you made.
So I have this Bulger's wood dye. And we'll make it a carrot colour. There we go.
Cute.
Just that. And that gets parted off. I just use a Stanley blade and come in from underneath and just cut it off. Just like that. Drop it on the floor and never be able to find it again. Where did I drop that? Not matter, I'll find it in a minute because I need to make another one now. So we'll just use a spindle gauge again. Make another one. I get shouted at now because I'm cutting uphill, but I don't really care because it's only getting rid of waste timber. That's about the right size for a nose there. I can go in there if I need to. And if you want to, you can actually turn the little spigot with your spindle gouge. Bring it down a bit. To get your 3mm. Bring that nose a little sharper. There we go. And then just finish it off with the parting tool. You get it kind of nice and square. Back down to 3mm again. And we'll try and catch this one this time.
Podgy's being cheeky. He said if you just kept your shop more tidy, you could find it easier.
Oh, Hodge. That was uncalled for. Quick little bit of sandpaper. Where's that little bit of sandpaper I had in my hand a second ago? What do I do with it? There it is there. There we go. And this is Bulger's paint. Bolgers. It's an acrylic water-based product. There you go. Simple as that, really.
Brilliant.
And that's the colour it turns. That's the colour it dries. So it's kind of yellowy orange.
JP Woodworks in.
Yeah.
Hi, JP.
JP Woodworks. Hi, JP. Right, let's try and catch this one now. Again, underneath. If you're using a blade, you have to come from underneath, guys. You can't go over the top.
Oh, Andy said he thinks you just stood on the first one.
Oh, did he? Oh, there it is. I see it now. There it is.
Good spotting, Andy.
So there's the two little noses. Put them to one side. Now we need a couple of little eyes. So just bring this back in again. Spindle gauge again. Drop the tool rest tiny bit. So one little eye now. So just make a little round on that end. Let's get rid of some of this.
Buy a pack of googly eyes.
You could. So basically all you need to make is just do a little, roll a little bead there. And then bring that on out round. Basically you're just making a little bun. There we go. And then just get rid of that. Is that close enough for you guys to see that?
Yeah.
We want to be in behind there a little bit. So just there. And we're going to take that bit down to 3mm. So we'll go there. And we'll make our next one just there. And that's the bit that we're going to take down to 3mm. So we'll get the two eyes the same size. Excuse my head if it's in the picture.
No, not at all.
So just roll the bead again like that. Roll the bead again.
Gary's
there.
off to gym. What time are you on again tonight, Brian?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, Gary. There we go. Take care out there.
So there's two little eyes roughly the same size. I'll just undercut this one at the back. A little bit like that. There we go. Parting tool again just to go in there and take that down to 3mm. It doesn't matter if they're both the same size to be exact. Because snowmen's eyes were usually made with stones. Well, when I grew up it was anyway.
Same.
We'll give that a little rub of a bit of sandpaper. It's the first one. And then we'll part that off.
Ooh.
Again, we'll just use our Stanley knife there. About there somewhere. So that's one done. Set it there.
JP's giving the lay the rest today, and he's actually being a woodworker, and he's repairing a post box.
Oh, very good, JP. Excellent, buddy.
Different.
Just
So that just brings that back round. Tidy that edge up. Little rubber bit of sandpaper. And we'll cut that one off as well.
Will you put real buttons on it, or just draw them on?
No, you can make the eyes and the buttons all the same, because that's the wrong
Okay.
size of tenon. The eyes can be the same as the buttons, but real buttons would look nice too, wouldn't they?
it would.
Right.
I forgot to make this the right size, didn't I? 3mm. There we go. Perfect. Cut that off now. There we go. 2 eyes. So that's 2 little eyes done. Both roughly the same size.
Cute.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now we're getting a bit close to the chuck there, so just move this out a wee bit. About there. If you made this with a piece of dowel, you can have it long enough that it went all the way through your headstock. You just advance it every now and again. I was too lazy to make a bit of dowel, so. I know. Cutting uphill again, I know.
So why are you doing it?
Because it's kind of hard to cut downhill when you're up against the chuck, Joe.
Okay.
I could do it there. There. What you can do, if you wanted to, just use your skew and do a little peeling cut. Just to get your eyes all the same size. There you go.
And he's asking, do those jaws hold better than the pen jaws, Brian?
The what? Sorry?
Do those jaws hold better than the pen jaws?
Yeah, 100% better, yeah. I modified them somewhat though, and I'll show you why in a minute. Pen jaws would be fine though, there's nothing wrong with the pen jaws. So I've just made that all the same size now, so that'll save us a whole lot of work.
Clever
And
kid.
if I just round that over, there, that's one eye. Use my parting tool, and just do that. Take it down to there. And then round that off. And that's going to be the start of my second eye there. So if I just give that a quick, run that down to 3mm or thereabouts. It's fine. And I can actually part that off with the tool. Oh, wait, give a quick rub with sandpaper first. Just take any sharp edges off. And making sure that I'm putting the sandpaper behind the work there and not in front of it, so as long as my fingers trapped in that tool rest. This is kind of production work now, so. And then just use the point here, the very point of the spindle gauge. Push it on through. There you go. There's one eye. And this one's ready to start, so it's ready there. Just roll that round into there. That's about the right depth.
Ouch. JP had a
That's
tooth
sweet.
out yesterday.
Oh,
Ouch.
ouch. Well, at least you'll be able to sleep now, JP. That'll be a good thing.
True.
Just give that a quick rub with sandpaper as well. Now you could leave the eyes a wooden colour, or you could paint them black if you wanted to, or blue, or whatever you wanted, whatever colour you want. And we'll just use the spindle, guys, just show you a different method of patting these off. So I need to round that off again so I can be ready for the next one if you like. And then pat it off. There you go.
Hmm.
So that's another way of making ice. And I'll continue to make these this afternoon. It's now 2:30. I think that'll do you. Will that do? Is everybody happy with that? Or will I make one of these up? I'll just make one of these up quickly. I'll make one of these up quickly so as you can see it. So I just do it by hand, guys. I just drill it by hand. Don't mess about. Get a 3mm drill bit out of my thing.
Wayne the woodturner's here. Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Back again.
Afternoon, Wayne.
So let's go here. 3mm drill bit. If I can get it out of the box, pop it in the drill. Now, kind of have a look. There's the split that we had in the first one. So we'll turn the split to the back and we'll just hide it. And I'm just going to eyeball this. So I'm just going to eyeball the nose, which comes just slightly below the face, pointing downwards. And drill a little hole.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
Stephen.
Stephen. And we'll stick in this little nose. If I've made it the right size. Of course you haven't. Wrong size drill bit. Let's go to 3.5. There we go. That'll be better. Just re-drill that. If you're drilling using your hand, make sure you're careful that you don't drill your hand. That's never a good look. So that just gets shoved in there. And we'll do the two little eyes, which are the two that's the same size. They two are pretty close. Put them in there, and we'll drill. Come up here, put an eye up there.
Alex, the wooden things is in. Hi, Alex.
Looks a bit like a little bird at the moment.
Does.
Little penguin.
Some change.
Yeah, but it'll change now a little bit. We've got the eyes in. So two little eyes, like that.
Oh, that's cute.
And then if we were gonna, I'll just put one in the middle here. Oh, goodness me. The drill has come undone. Let's try tightening it up again. Pretty sharp. We'll just do one in the middle, like there. Oh, that's not in right, is it? Come on, drill bit. There we go. One there. Another one just down a little bit. They don't have to be perfectly in line. Do a third one. I haven't made 3, of course, have I? I've only made another 2.
JP's asking, is that the SC2, Brian?
Hmm?
Is that the SC2 chuck?
Here it is.
Okay.
So there you go. There's two little buttons. I'll have to make a third one to go in there. And then we've
Sure.
got a little snowman. Actually, that nose looks a bit more like a bird's beak. I might have to do some of that. So, but there you go. So that's all we're doing today. So there's one little snowman. I'll colour these eyes and I'm going to colour the buttons as well. So we'll do that later. And I'll show you the
Okay.
completed things tonight at 7 o'clock. So at 7 o'clock tonight, I am doing this little bowl once more. I'll just show you it. Let's go here. We're going to turn this piece of wood, which has had some worm damage on this side, but we should be able to turn that away. We'll make this the bottom. This will be the top. It's pretty spectacular wood once you get in there. It looks really, really spectacular. And that was gifted to me by my good friend at Shay at BB Turning, who I said earlier is currently a little bit under the weather. So I hope he's coming on fine. And I'll see all you guys at 7 o'clock this evening.
You will?
Make the nose orange. Yeah. The other was just a yellow stain I had there. I've got orange there. I'll give it another little tidy up. Tiger wood, yeah. Okay, guys.
Ooh,
We'll call it a day. And we'll press
that's
the
no
button.
good, Alex.
And I'll speak to you all later. 7 o'clock. I'll see you back in the studio. Bye for now,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.